Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of Banished. So, last time we had a little bit of a food situation. We actually ran out, and I think we had about 2 people die of starvation, but we were able to recover without any issues. Between episodes, I just made a couple extra fields here. I think I added like these bottom 6 or 7. And we seem to be keeping up pretty good. We were losing about 1,000 food per season. Yeah, we're at about that too, but I think with what we're producing this season, we've used 22,000, we've produced 28,000. We should definitely be good going forward. A couple of things that I have done between episodes, a few times when we were low on food, is just collect wild food. It's actually a pretty good option. The wild food grows back pretty quickly, and I think you can do it like every 5 minutes or something like that, and it will continue to produce an okay amount of food. Since we have a lot of laborers, it doesn't take them long to gather it up, so it's a pretty good option. But that's not currently contributing to our food production for this season, so we're about 6,000 ahead, which is definitely a good thing. We added these, which are doing okay. They're doing about 1,000 food, so they're keeping up. However, we need to increase our storage that we have available to those. So what I'm going to do is put in a couple more storage. Let's see, it's a home, that's a shanty. Small market. Where was food storage? So there's the large storage and small storage. 40 versus 50. We'll put in a couple of the large storage. So what I'm going to do, I don't want the storage to overlap on the radiuses of where we're collecting food. So I'm just going to pull those up so we can see the circles. Again, you just want to zoom out so that you can see those a little bit better. And then we'll put in a couple of large storage. Looks like that's where the door is. So we'll go like that and like that. And we probably could put 2 of them in there. Why don't we do that? It's not used space. It would look better, I think, if it was just the 2 of them, but I would rather have some extra storage. Alright, so let's throw one there and one there. Perfect. Alright, we can get rid of those, and then I'm also going to put in some more homes. So we have the dock shanty, we have the dock home. Or do I want to do the quayside? I think I want to do the quayside. Warm home. Yeah, I think I want to do these instead. So, essentially, we're just going to line our lake here with a couple of homes. Alright, gotta destroy the road a little bit. Let's see, remove road. And go back into quayside. House. Come on. There you go. Good job. There we go. So that's just going to be the start. We're eventually probably going to have homes around this entire radius here, and then completely get rid of all of these log cabins. So I already did get rid of the log cabins that we had over here. So once we make sure that we can keep up with the demand for food, I'll start adding in some more of the townhouses. Alright. So, what else did we accomplish? So we do have a couple more bundling sheds in here. So let's go ahead and get these working on bamboo. Do we actually have a lot of sugarcane? I think we do. So we have 18,000 bamboo. We have 7,000 sugarcane. So let's put these both on bamboo. We'll assign 6 people to it. If we run out of bamboo, we can always fall back to sugarcane and use that for now. But eventually I want to start getting into alcohol and stuff like that, so we'll need that sugar at some point. Alright. So otherwise we're doing pretty good. We've got almost capped on tools and almost capped on clothing. Really what we need to work on is getting some better housewares. So we could do lamp oil, we could do bedding. I think we probably want to do bedding. Bedding or rugs. Those will probably be the easiest to do. Yeah, so let's go ahead and get those taken care of. Where do we want to put it? Decisions. I think I might start over. I don't want to creep in on this area too much. I want to put a lot of homes and things in here. So why don't we start creeping up in here for some of our textiles. So we'll go ahead and do a plantation. Let's figure out where we can put this. Looks like right here is probably a good spot. So it gives us a little bit of room that we can start putting in some barns. Actually, let's put in a barn first, just so that we can get the spacing right. So I wanted to put it... Oops, did not mean to click there. Alright, where were we? Storage barn. So where can we kind of squeeze this in that's really nice? So it looks like we've got a flat spot right about there. And we can kind of just put barns all the way up. And then if we go back, we select our plantation because we don't want this to be added to our food storage. We can start our plantations right here. Same thing, 30 by... probably do 30 by 6. You know, it's not food, it's materials, so let's try out 30 by 6, see if that works for us. We can always replace 2 of these with 3 regular fields. So I think it'll be pretty easy to swap it back down. Let's see, 30 by 6 and 30 by 6. And of course, as always, we need to put in a little bit of a stockpile. And we'll increase priority on that so they get that done right away. And then we're going to have to get into... What are we getting into? The joiner creates furniture. That's not what we want. We want the bed maker. Creates bedding. What makes rugs? Alright, so the weaver and the bed maker are the 2 buildings that we're going to be putting in. Alright, well, we got these guys here. Let's see what they have. Silk cocoons, cured leather. They have those domesticated animals. I don't think you can actually breed your domesticated animals. I think you just buy them and you have to use them on those these buildings. I don't think there's any way that you can breed them in a pasture or anything like that. So I don't know if those are going to be worth it. Maybe at some point if we could use it for chicken so that we get a secondary supply of feathers. Though we could use extra milk as well. So that gives us milk and leather. It's probably not a bad deal. It's a really small building. Holy cow. That might actually be worth it. Tough choice. I think we may put one in to see how it performs against our pastures here. This produces about 1,000, 800. So, we might take a look at that next episode. This episode, I just want to get our textiles in place. Alright, so, doesn't look like there's really anything in this guy that we want. Farm supplier. We could use wheat. Wheat would be nice, because we can start working on making flour for a bakery. And wheat is a hot crop. Let's go ahead and get a wheat seed. I don't think we have it. Nope, don't have it. So we'll go for a wheat seed. We'll do... we'll max out on bone meal. We'll max out on reeds. And then... that's pretty expensive. So we'll need an additional 94 leather. What do we have for leather? Leather... we just don't have them moving leather over. Alright. Let's increase the number of traders we have and see what we can do about getting some leather put in there. Yeah, we have 200 leather just sitting around, not doing anything. This is using wool, so we don't have to worry about that. So we'll wait for that. We'll get our wheat seeds, and then we should be pretty good to go on crops for the time being. Wheat is a slower producer, though. If you look at the chart that Colonial Charter put out, it's a 3-time instead of a regular crop, which is a 2-time. I might make a water... what is it? Windmill or a water mill, just to see what they can produce. Could be... so if they can grind like soybeans won't work. Barley might work. So if they can grind barley, I think that would be a better option. So let's get that in place. Let's see, we'll put in. Sure, flour is not edible. Flour from grain. Flour from grain. Alright. So let's do a water wheel. I think that's the cheapest option that we have. Throw it in right there next to our sawmill. And should be good to go. Alright, and how many building supplies do we have? Building supplies, we have 8. Let's go ahead and upgrade all of these. So we should have plenty of storage available to us. Which is nice. This is pretty centralized in the map. So we should get resources coming from pretty much all over the place. And while we're at it, we'll do a drawbridge right here. That should do it. I think that's looking like a nice little productive area. Switched up to hot cocoa today. In case you're wondering. It's pretty cold out. I think it's down to like 5 degrees right now. I think it's going to approach 0. Last couple days it's been down to like -6, -8, which is not good. It's Fahrenheit for those of you who use the ye olde Celsius system. In Celsius, I think it's was it -18, -16, something along those lines. Pretty cold. Not so bad. Last year we were down to about -40. it was quite the winter, gotta tell you. Alrighty. So, what else can we do in the meantime? We do have... Actually, this is fully stocked and getting made, so that's good. What we need to do here is start putting in some of our buildings. So we need the bedding maker, which is a pretty standard size building, and the weaver, which is a little bit smaller. So let's do the bedding maker first, just make sure that we have room for it. Actually, it looks like we have room up here. I think I would want to do another plantation. And then we could put in our... Let's see, the bedding maker was the larger one. Yeah, I can't really fit it in there anymore, but we can put in another barn. I never really have too many barns. They seem to fill up pretty quickly. Alright, so then we can go back into our weaver. And we'll probably put them up here. See, the weaver does not fit. The bedding maker definitely does not fit. So let's do the weaver first. Right there. And then we'll put our bed maker right next to it. That should be good. Put a couple dirt roads for now. Right up to there. And come all the way over. Alright, so how we doing here? We have this guy up and running. So we can do wheat, corn, barley, sorghum, oats, and rye. Alright, rye is good. Oats are good. Sorghum is good. Barley is good. Corn is bad. It's got the right temperature, but it has a longer growing time, and wheat has a longer growing time. So we can do barley, sorghum, oats, and rye. Barley, sorghum, oats, and rye. So we can get rye seeds at 4,000. We might do that. There's still no flippin' leather here. Come on, guys. Get with the program. Anything good in here? Does not appear so. We got copper ore. I think we'll pass on that. We've got a lot of ores stacked up. Let's see, silk beeswax, nothing good. What I really need is some flippin' leather to get delivered. Let's see, leather, yep, 266. Let's do this. We'll bump that down to 0, and then put it back up to 1,000. It's only 11% full, so they should be delivering. Actually, it looks like they delivered a lot of bone meal. Alright, so we can, let's not use our feathers. $63 is going to be overpaying, and then 52. So we don't want wheat. We want, what do we want? Rye. All right. Still got a little bit of a sore throat. It's really starting to bug me. And ironically, bugs have shown up. Yeah, it's not our food crops, so I'm not too concerned about it. Alright, so we've got these over here. We can start producing cotton. Do a couple cotton, and we'll do a couple hemp. I don't think we need another cotton, so let's keep going on the hemp. And where's our ropery? Ropery right there. Put that bad boy in. We want to put it there. We put it somewhere else. Yeah, it should be fine. Can always move it later if we want. Yeah, I get it. Alright. Get all these bumped down to 1. Alright, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. Keep going on a little bit more hemp. Alright, so we've got our storage warehouse. First one almost finished here, so then they'll start gathering pretty efficiently. Let's wait for this one to get finished. Let's... Yeah, I get it. I got you. Yep, they're all infested. It'll be good. It'll be fine. You can stop telling me now. Nothing I can do about it. Alright, see what we got here. Industry supplier. Yeah, we could still do some more hull components. Let's see. I think we're still gonna wait on that. What's our lamp oil situation look like? Lamp oil 16. Yeah, let's buy them now. So that we have them when we need them. You know what? Screw it. We're here. Might as well. So, wharf and ship. Let's see if we can find a nice place for this. Not really. Do it right there. Alrighty then. What are we doing over here? Doing pretty good. And these should all be finished up. There's no upgrades we can do to them, unfortunately. But, should be fine. Should be plenty of storage for those. Got a couple quayside houses for our farmers, which is always good. Our Frisian cows are multiplying. We were at about 4 for the longest time. Yeah, this entire field filled up with regular cows before this one actually filled up. Which, I did this way, way, way later. So once these are actually at full, then I'm going to split them out into another pasture and start phasing out our standard cows. Alright, what are you bringing to us? Nothing good. See what our farm suppliers got. Deer, sheep, leghorns. Nope. And we'll do... I guess we could do cotton. We could always adjust the numbers later. We have 53 farmers good to go. We have 32 laborers yet. Alright. wheat, and then we need to grow rye. We'll increase that, and we'll start planting rye in these 2 fields. And let's get a bakery in place. Where would the bakery be? It's right here. Bakery. Bakery. Where do we put the bakery? Dilemma. Let's start right there for now. That'll be close enough. Alright, so we've got a couple more buildings out here. Our ropery is almost finished. We need feathers and cloth or cotton and cloth. We'll do feather and cloth. And we'll make cloth here. Okay, so you can make rug directly out of cotton. These require cloth, which is then turned into bedding. Let's stop work on that. We'll do rugs for now. I'll have to look up to see how much material the rugs use versus creating cotton and then into bedding. Alright. So that should do pretty well for us. That means that we can take our homewares, so we can change this over to rugs. So then we don't need glassware anymore. We can just make glass. Alright. So then glass, brick, and logs. Probably still our best option. So we'll leave it there. Ropery's finished. Go ahead and do hemp. Hemp is by far the best. You can do it out of reeds and flax, but you really want to do it with hemp. Alright, copper. I think next episode we might get into some of these more advanced materials. So start up a copper mine. And then at that point we can start making... we would need pewter and silverware. And I think pewter is tin and iron, if I remember correctly. Where is our foundry? This one. So pewter is tin, copper. So we'll need either silver or copper and tin. Let's see what we have here. So there's a copper ore shaft and a tin ore shaft. Or we could do a precious mine, which did, yeah, I put in a precious mine. So we should actually have a small supply of silver already. Yeah, we have 63 silver ore, 18 silver. All I would need to do is make another forge so that we can start refining those materials. Yeah, that'll be a project for next episode. We're actually just about out of time here, so Frisian cows and sheep don't need, and industrial supplies. Tin, copper ore. Do I just want to buy copper ore? Then we could start making pewter. And, well, we would need tin. And no, we'll hold off on that. Trading post, nothing good. Yeah, so I think next episode we're probably going to want to get into some of the more advanced metals. I think right here is a pretty good spot for all of that stuff. We'll start up a tin and a copper mine and get a new forge going. I think you have to put in the forge, which I don't necessarily like that. The fact that if you want to smelt all these materials, you need like 6 forges. One for silver, one for gold, one for iron, copper, tin, pewter. You need so many different forges that all essentially do the same function, just to kind of keep everything going. So, yeah, so the melting house can... Nope, that's only gilder. That's only iron. Also creates tin, copper, bronze, pewter. So the foundry is 50 and 40. This is 50 and 18. So what we should probably do... Actually, do we have a foundry? I don't think so. We have a forge. We do have a foundry. Okay. So this is making iron. We'll bump that up. So this one's already making iron. So what we can do is take some of our ores, so our silver ore and stuff like that. We could start smelting that down. We don't need both of these on iron. We have, oh yeah, we we actually have elite iron. That's kind of funny. We have plenty of iron, so let's get working on silver, and then what else do we have in here? Copper ore. We have a lot of copper ore, actually. I've been kind of stockpiling it whenever those traders came through. So we'll get working on that. Citizens without jobs. Miner. One of our mines went down. Do we have enough candles? We do have enough candles. Alright, let's increase priority on that. Get that working. Food situation's good, 25,000. We have 100 clothes and food. We have these guys working good. We have bamboo. These are all producing tons of fire bundles. So let's see, fire bundles 1,700, 2,200 firewood. So we're good on that. Coal. Honestly, we could probably... Yeah, let's change this over to firewood. I think I want to save the coal so that we can start using that for producing glass and some of this other material. Alright, so we've got some rugs being manufactured. Got our homewares getting made. That's good. So yeah, we're in pretty good shape. Starting to get some of those advanced materials now, which is good. So really the fancy homewares are the next big thing that we need to make, so that we can start making more of these larger 5-wide residences. So the Colonial house and then the Colonial villa, what are they called? So the Colonial house and the Colonial homestead, which require the fancy homewares. And then once we start getting that filled out, we'll demolish that, we'll get these homes in place, and everybody will be happy. Also have to start working on this as well. So kind of making a secondary town over here. Not sure what kind of homes we're gonna put here. I think we're gonna go back to the old favorite country house. Those historically have been really good options for housing. They're very warm, they have high capacity, they're fairly cheap to make. You can upgrade them as much as you want. Alright, so wharf and ships are in place. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much going to do it. We made quite a bit of progress in this episode. We've got our rugs being made, we've got rope being made. I'm not sure what rope is really used for. It was a big resource in the last expansion, but not so much. Yeah, I'm not actually sure what rope is really used for. So we may not actually need to make all that much. Maybe we'll just stop making it until we figure out what it's for. That might be a better option than just making it for no reason. Alright, get our bakery going. Flour and butter. Do we have a dairy going? Jeez, there is just so much stuff that needs to be made. I thought I either put in a dairy or I was thinking about putting in a dairy. Oh, there's our dairy. Alright, so we do have butter and cheese being made. So we probably want to start making hardtack so that we can put in some of our colonial buildings. I don't recall exactly which one it was. If it was the forward post or what? Was it the musket range also used it? Tools, cloth, and fuel. Yeah, I don't recall. But we'll probably want to start getting the forward post in place, and then what's the uniform maker? Nope, that creates full livery. What was actually using the uniforms? The full livery went to the quartermaster, maybe? No, quartermaster made the military supplies. Huh. I am blockhouse. Generate a small income of gilder. Maybe it was this one. I think it was the blockhouse that used the hardtack and made us gilder. Or the work camp. I don't remember. I just have to make one of each. I could look at my past videos, but I am probably not going to because I am just that lazy. But yeah. So anyway, I think that's pretty much going to do it for us. Let's get this one upgraded while we're at it. Hopefully those will get in place before next episode. But yeah, we made a lot of good progress here. Just got to get our Frisian cows up and running, get a couple fields of those. I think we're going to, like I said, we're going to focus on getting some of the new mines in place. And then I think I want to do those domesticated animals. Let's see, dismiss you. So I think the next time the domesticated animals come through, I'm going to buy a couple of them. We've got plenty of supplies that we can use for trading now, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it's going to do it for this episode, so I hope everybody enjoyed. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, or suggestions, please feel free to leave them in the comments below. Take a look at those before I film the next episode and see what I can do. So thanks for stopping out, everybody, and see you next time.